Greetings and welcome to the RC Wallet Vacuum channel. Today is going to be part 2 on the Kraken Vekta 5 LSE aluminum roll cage build. Got the main structure of it done last week, got the last video, got the mounts all put in place. And today I'm going to be doing the gusseting and some body panels, and then I'm probably going to be putting over here on these sides off an existing mount from Kraken with a roll cage, an arm that comes up, and this basically has a little U-shaped machined in there. This will drop right in there. Won't pin or nothing, I don't believe. It'll just be sitting down there as a rest, so any weight comes down, it's going to be absorbed down there. This thing it's not even gusseted yet, as you can see, and it's plenty stiff, but it's going to be even stiffer once it's all gusseted up. So let's get to welding, cutting and welding. So I'm going to start over here on this side gusset. So up here in the front, I got to put definitely a brace between the lower door section up to the hood. But I'm got to leave clearance because got to be able to pull the pull starter through there. And the other side, I'll probably put the other side in the same spot, but I might end up putting it down lower just because it'll be stronger. But I don't know. We'll see when I get there. So I'm just going to put a V cross brace on the windshield part there. Obviously that's only half the V. There's a roof support in, starting to look angry. So I'm just going to put another V shape up here in the roof to tie that section together. Then this V will tie right in with the one on the front, the windshield here. Should stiffen it up well. So this will be the last of the lateral bracing I'm going to put on the back here. And you can see I like to, instead of welding angles on that bar, I like to take and leave them wide open like that. It allows me to burn down in there really well. Of course, the downside is about burning down in there is you gotta pull your tungsten out a little bit farther. And I don't like to pull it out too far, but in order to get down in there, you gotta have it out there. So for the time being right now, I think I'm pretty confident I got enough gusting. I just put these last two in here. I got to go through and finish welding all this shit. But I don't plan on putting any gusting in there now. I was originally, but this thing is so stiff now. I'm like 245, and I stood on top of this thing before. Now I didn't bounce up and down on it, but I stood up and stood on it, and it wasn't flexing at all. And so the other thing is too is I'm definitely going to put aluminum sheet metal up here on the top and for the hood. But I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm gonna get Lexan and run some thin Lexan on. That way I can paint this Lexan and just have the polished aluminum up on the top. I also don't think I'm going to bother putting these down here. This, once again, it's so stiff that I don't think I even need them. I may add them in later on, but certainly not for now. So next thing is I'm going to go out and get the sheet metal and get the shears going and bring it in and start making some parts for the roof and the hood, and probably cut myself a few times. But and then I'll have to make some mounts to mount the sheet metal up in there, and then be ready to load it up and take it up for a test run. Stick around. So for the sheet aluminum, I'm just using this. It's 32nd of an inch. It's a 3003. And the bender is just this little hand bender from, I believe it's Northern Tool Hydraulic. Let's give this a shot, see how it works. You just got to use C-clamp to hold in place. So far I haven't cut my hands. Usually that's the first thing I do when I'm working with sheet metal. So I just kind of guessed the K factor on this. We'll call it a 1/16 of an inch. A little overbent, but so let's get the other side set in there. The there's a slight taper across. The way I put the bars in there, the roll cage tapers from the front to the back a slight bit, so I got to compensate for that a little bit here. Once again, I'm just kind of guessing on the K factor. I'm not even sure what it even is on a 32nd of an inch piece. But since this isn't precision, and it's going to be smashed in no time at all, I ain't that concerned about those details. And I'm just putting bends on the ends. Oh, there's a roof panel in there. I just got to get the mounts made and welded in there. Move off to do the hood next. That's going to be a little more involved. So I recently discovered the magic of power shears. I mean, where they've been all my life. But I tell you, if you cut more than one piece of sheet metal in your whole lifetime, these are worth the investment. I'm sure they're limited on the size they'll do, but they do really well in this, provided you hold them right. If I'd been using a regular pair of shears, I'd have been through a box of Band-Aids by now, I'm guessing, and a lot of curse words. Well, it looks like a triangle. All right, we'll see if we can bend something up out of this now, make some kind of shape out of it. Once again, I'm just putting the bends on the edges, the outside edges, not the front and back. The bend might be a little too small, but I'm going to go with it anyhow. I'm going to leave this one sitting at less than 90 just because of the way it sits across the bar. Maybe a little more than that. So there's the roof and the hood in place. I got to get the holes up through the hood for the pins. But I can't make up my mind whether I want to put sheet metal on the side or I want to put Lexan. I might be back to the sheet metal. But in the meantime, I got to get some mounts made for up on the roof and the hood. We got to bolt this stuff to it. That way I can swap them when I tear them up. So there it is now with the top, or the roof, and the roof and the top in place. And it's definitely the point where I'm ready to take it out and test run it. I haven't been able to make up my mind what I want to put on here, if anything. I kind of like this left open. Besides, who wants to cover up that beautiful Taylor engine? And so I may leave this open. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I'm definitely the point where I want to take it out and give it a test run. And I end up putting, normally I put button heads up there. I ended up putting these cap screws. I kind of like the way those things look. So I'm going to load this bitch up and put it in a Ranger, take it up on the track and see how long it takes me to roll it over and hopefully not damage it. Stay tuned. So I'm up here now on the track. I also brought the OBR powered roving with the tracks on. We're doing some runs on that today. That'll be a separate video. Did some gearing changes and we'll give that a test. But for now, it's not too bad up here. It's a little soft and muddy, but they have to do. So let me get this down and we'll get this thing to fire up and see how it works. See how this roll cage will hold up. Well, I'm going to get one last look at it before it gets all muddy and tore up. Maybe I'll get lucky and won't roll up, but be unusual. Let's give another test of the homemade kill switch. Let's see, we got red and there's green. There we go. Another test. Look at that. That takes a fucking beating. There we go. Another test. We're getting plenty of tests. Oh, it turtled. Kill switch worked. I'm not sure why it dropped off that first time. Well, it's definitely stiff enough. That thing didn't flex at all. Look at that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But the kill switch is good to go. Oh, wrong way to that go. I gotta take it over and let it cool off a little bit. Nice job. So I was going to do a little quick cool down intermission inspection here, and it took quite a few good tumbles, and that's about all it's gotten out of it. A little weed in there, not bent over nothing. Still good and rigid in there. I probably should take these make these holes down a little closer, so not so much play in there, but I'm not too concerned about that. Looks like it's held up pretty good. Gonna let her cool a little bit and then run the rest of the fuel through it.